Hey guys, Dan Holland here with SolutionToolbox.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a list for your email campaign. In the last video, I showed you how to import your contacts. So here on the List tab, we can see that I've already got a few lists here. And now, what lists are used to send your emails out. The system doesn't allow you to actually attach individual email addresses to the email blaster. It may make sense when you have a handful of emails, but once you get into 500, 1,000, even 10,000 contacts, it really would become a nightmare to try to add all those email addresses individually to the email blaster. So what we've done is we've created a list that allows you to group email addresses together using filters. And they're very easy to create, so I will create one here for you. So I'm going to come down here to the bottom and we'll just say Create List. And the first thing that we need to do is give it a list name, so we'll call this the Test Blaster List. And we can give it a description down here. We'll just copy and paste. So the next thing it's going to ask us is where we want to get the emails from. So we have a couple options here. First, we can get them from our imported contacts. We can also import them from existing customers. And we can also use anything from the form submissions. So this way, if you have like a newsletter sign-up form using the Forms module, you can pull your data out of that module. The existing customers, this would be useful if you had a shopping cart set up and you had your customers register online. You could pull data right out of the shopping cart using the existing customers. But for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to imported contacts. And the next thing down here is where all the filters come in. So now I can start filtering the contacts based on all these options here. So if you remember correctly, I really didn't put a whole lot in there, but we had the options of city, state, postal code. So here, if you imported those fields, you can go ahead and say, okay, I want to create a list just for users in the state of Ohio, and you could filter those down if you had those fields in there. Or you could do the zip code, or you could filter by the category. There's a bunch of options here, but in my case, I'm just going to leave it all blank. So I'm going to go ahead and say Create List. And if I refresh here, we should see our new Test Blaster list come out, and currently there's 29 users in this list based on the filters that we had set. Now you can see some of these other lists, they don't have as many because they're filtered down, but these lists will automatically update. So if you go and import new contacts and they meet the criteria, you won't need to come back in and create a new list. They'll automatically be included in here.